Welcome to The Awakened Heart, a podcast for healing women. This is a place where your voice matters, your body is always sacred, and your journey home to yourself is honored, no matter how winding the road. I'm Autumn Moran, licensed professional counselor, life coach, yoga instructor, but ultimately your companion on this divine sacred path we call healing/womanhood for today's bonus epi. If you've ever been love bombed, ghosted, or left feeling like you're too much just for having needs, or if you're dating after trauma, heartbreak, or awakening and you're wondering, is it okay to do this differently? Yes. Hell yes. This bonus epi is your permission slip to stop rushing, stop shrinking, and start dating like a whole fucking woman. Not a nervous system chasing scraps of safety. So today, I want to rewrite the rules of dating. I want to give a guideline to anyone who needs a guidebook on how to date in a way to make rules for yourself, to set up a blueprint for yourself on ways to keep yourself safe, but also enjoy the process in a way that you can find the one, your person, your partner, partners, however you want it to be. Most of us, honestly, were never taught how to date with power. We were taught how to perform, to be likable, desirable, fucking low maintenance. Girl, be chill, just be chill. Don't let your crazy show just yet. Easy to love, likable. Oh, I say it twice, right? Because it's so unnerving. And easily digestible at all times. So gross. Laugh at all their jokes, make them feel good, make them feel comfortable. Fawn, fawn, fawn. We learned that needing clarity made us clingy or difficult. That having boundaries made us a lot or too much, mean. That slowing down made us selfish. That also made us difficult, made us the problem. That we should feel lucky anyone chose us at all. And if you're anything like me, because I'm not speaking just because I sit in a therapeutic chair and hear experiences and work through experiences. Like, I've lived life. I'm a human too. So like me or many women I work with, whatever it is, you've likely dated from survival, from loneliness, hell, from craving connection so deeply it overrode the little voice in your gut saying, girl, what the fuck? He's not it. She's not it. Run, they're not it. You know, so like, we've all been there. And I want to tell you something. You were never wrong for wanting love. You just deserve a kind of love that doesn't ask you to disappear. We live in a culture where we can order a date the way we order our coffee. Apps, swipe fatigue, vibe checks, late night DMs. It's a flood of fast connection. And if you're healing or if you're neurodivergent, it can feel both overwhelming and quite addictive at the same freaking time. You might find yourself oversharing just to feel closeness. You might find yourself confusing chemistry for compatibility. You might find yourself jumping in too fast to avoid the ache of being alone, or just too fast because it's just so fun and addicting, right? It goes back to the dopamine, right? Dopamine hits you're getting. But dating is not a race to the relationship. It's an act of discernment. And when we rush that process, we don't actually skip the pain. We're just delaying it. What you avoid controls you. Stay in the present. Don't rush it. All right. I'm getting into it. This is a bonus episode and I am getting into it. I'm going to take a sip. So if you are ready, if you want to take notes, if you want to get a journal, a notebook, I don't care. I'm going to give you some rules. I think I came up with 5 solid rules. Let's see if my memory remembers my notes. All right, I took my sip. All right, number 1, and I'm going to just say it as it is. I'm not going to beat around the bush. These are just things that you just got to stop. You got to limit, you got to have rules for. I don't care what your friends do. I don't care what your friends' friends do. It's not about them. This is your path, and your path is for safety, security, and authenticity. And these rules can help you avoid love bombing, limerence, abuse, scrubs. All right. Do not share things too early. Intimate photos, streaming platforms, GPS locations. If someone's asking for nudes or a naughty pic or just a pic to see you before they'd even earn your trust, that's not intimacy. That's entitlement. Your body is not a gift someone gets for minimal effort. Like, your body is sacred. It is not to be given and shared with every stranger that says a nice thing or shared a photo themselves. Like, that's gross. Like, you can't have a real conversation. You have no depth. Like, no, thank you, next. If someone wants to share their location so you'll know where they are, so that they can offer you a level of honesty and just authenticity and blah, blah, blah. No, nope, nah, no, bro. Share it with your mama, share it with your sister, share it with your BFF if you need someone to know where you are. But no, we're not keeping tabs. We're not doing that shit. That shit's stupid. Just, I'm sorry to be rude, but no stranger needs to know where you are. And you do not need to know where a stranger is. Sharing streaming goes without saying. Like, no scrubs, get a job. Thank you. Next, call your mom, get her sign in. Like, you can't get your family sign in. Don't use your dates. I don't know if that's a thing, but I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to be overarching here. Number 2, try not, please don't confuse intensity with intimacy. If it's fireworks on day 1 or on convo 1, love notes by week 2, future plans before you know their middle freaking name, that's not passion. That's often love bombing, my dear. And I want to talk about something that most people don't name, don't know, but have experienced it. And that's called limerence. Limerence is more than just a crush. It's an obsession. It's fantasy. It's intense daydreaming about a person you barely know. Imagining entire futures with them after one conversation, one glance, or just a one good morning text. But here's what makes it especially painful for neurodivergent and trauma surviving women. You're not just fantasizing for fun. You're trying to feel something. You're trying to feel connected. And for many of us, we've gone so long feeling unseen, unsafe, unloved, that this moment of intensity feels like life itself. We say things to ourselves like, this has to mean something. He said all the right things. He must be different. He is different. Listen to him. It's rare for me to feel this drawn to someone, maybe. I'm just, I'm not really attracted to people like that. And this is just so like meant to be. Like, everything's right on. Everything I've wanted, everything I've asked for, he checks the box. Because we're craving connection like we're craving oxygen. And we've learned to attach fast because safe people haven't been consistent. This is where we've learned to hope hard, because letting go of the fantasy would mean being alone with the grief of never, ever having been deeply loved. So limerence is intensity. Limerence is hyperfocus. Limerence is communicating all day. Limerence is morning, noon, night. Limerence is knowing what they're doing. Limerence is meeting their family within the first 6 to 12 months. Statistically, people do not show you who they really are. Their masks don't fall until around the 6 to 12 month mark. Do not make any solid life-changing decisions within that time. Moving in, definitely the 12-month mark. Sleeping over, I'm serious, close to the 6-month mark. Your home, your bed, that's your haven. That's your sanctuary. That's your safe space where your energy is allowed to be free. Do not invite anyone in that space, that domain, until you know them for real, until they've passed the 6 to 12 month mark. And I really mean the 12th month. I'm saying 6 just to be socially somewhat acceptable, but I err toward the 12-month mark. It is not a race. Do not confuse the intensity with intimacy. Number 4. I don't know where I'm at. Don't caretake. No one needs a home-cooked meal. No one needs gifts. No one needs their laundry done, their space cleared, their space decorated. Nothing. Nothing. They're a grown person. If they want to change it, they will change it. If they want to do it, they will do it. You are not there to do or perform in their lives. You're there to support, to listen, to bounce back and forth ideas on how they can solve their problems. They are adults and have managed before you and will continue to manage without you. You are not there to fawn. You are not there to people please. You are not there to make his life pretty. Let him be who he is. And if you don't like that, maybe that's a sign, sis, that you're ignoring other things that says he's not the one because you're trying to make him somebody he's not. She's not, they're not. I'm all inclusive. I'm not trying to be just, I'm not a man hater. I'm just saying they're in the doghouse these days because, male-onlyist epidemic. I mean, you got there for a reason. Took a sip. Left that hanging. Here we go. My last one. I think this is my last one. I want to talk about humor. How do I say this? I'm going to say this. If it's not funny, you don't have to laugh. If it makes you feel uncomfortable, that is not humor. It's negativity disguising as humor. Shut it down. Ask them to explain their joke. Let the person know that that particular type of humor is not okay. It's not comfortable. I mean, you'll find your real ones here, because the ones that use humor to say shitty things, horrible things, will become defensive, will try to explain their way out of it, will blame you for being too sensitive, not knowing how to take a joke. You're just not funny. Thank you, next. Thank you, next. You're a shitbag. Thank you, next. That's how you really feel, and you're trying to laugh it off to hide who you really are. No, thank you. Thank you, next. Don't laugh. You don't have to smile. You don't have to make them feel fucking comfortable. So, texting too much, oversharing early, trusting way too soon, going all in emotionally without noticing if the other person is even safe. These are things that can happen. These are parts of limerence. This is part of the intensity. The truth about all this is love bombing and limerence can mimic safety. So these rules can help you suss out people that tend to love bomb or you're in limerence with. It's not that you're broken. It's that your brain is doing what it's wired to do. Seek connection, seek relief, co-regulate. And you know, this section, what I want to say, it's for the woman, it's for the person, it's for you who keeps minimizing the red flags, because at least this one shows up sometimes. At least they say they want something real. At least they're not as bad as the last one. Or the one that we tell ourselves, but they're nice. But they're nice. I get it. When you've been lonely for a long time, crumbs feel like a full fucking meal. Even chaos feels like company. But that's a fucking trap. Not because you're wrong for wanting love, but because trauma teaches you to settle for anything that feels fucking familiar. And your nervous system will choose familiar chaos before it will choose unfamiliar comfort. You're not crazy for wanting love. You are not wrong for craving connection. But you fucking deserve more than a fantasy and fucking breadcrumbs. So what do you do if you're deep in limerence when you feel obsessed and can't stop checking your phone? Name it. Say, this is limerence. This is my brain trying to feel safe. This makes you conscious. This makes you aware. Then slow it down. When you have that urge to text or fantasize or overshare, just hit the pause button. Write it down in a journal. Open up your voice recorder and just record it out. Take a walk. Move the energy through you, not into them. Ask your inner child, what do you really need? Do you need to be seen? Do you need to feel wanted, protected? Can you give that to her instead of outsourcing to a stranger, to someone else? And try to be brutally honest with yourself. Like, what would this relationship look like without the fantasy? Strip away the sparkly story. Who are they really showing you who they are? Are their words and are their actions lining up? Rule number whatever we're at, because this is a jumbled, informative rules list. Don't outsource. Get brutally honest. Are their actions and their words matching up? Words are who someone wants to be. Actions are who they truly are. How do they act? How do they behave? When you leave an interaction with them, how do you feel? When you're in an interaction with them, how do you feel? Do you feel calm? Do you feel safe? Be honest. Don't stand in your way if something's not right for you. And connect with yourself more than you connect with him, with daily rituals, body movement, creativity, music, relationships, friendships. Date yourself like you're the love of your life, even with someone else in your life. Because when you build a life that feels full without another person, you no longer cling to one just because they make you feel less empty. Rule number whatever we're on. Check your hormone cycle. Around ovulation, your body is wired to bond. Estrogen, testosterone, dopamine. They all spike. You might find yourself overlooking red flags, feeling wildly attracted to someone who's not actually aligned. Please track your cycles if you can. And if you're in the ovulation window, be extra discerning. Not fearful, just fucking aware of where you're at. And ask yourself, would I still feel this drawn to them if in my luteal phase? When I don't want to see anyone, when I look like hell, when I need someone to go get me a tampon or someone to go get me a menstrual cup or whatever. I don't know, right? Like, would you still be drawn to them? Do you feel safe with them in that? All right, I've saved this one for last. I debated whether to add it because I don't want to be crude. I don't want to say too much, but I want to be real and I want to be honest and I want to be helpful. So, X-rated suggestion, I guess. Not safe for work ears, this suggestion. So turn me down, put my earbuds on. I don't put your earbuds on. I'm going to say it. Okay? I'm going to say it. Ladies, masturbate before your dates. Like, okay? Like, I'm saying it. I said it. Yes. Whew. If you're feeling unsure about someone, especially close to ovulation or you're super touch starved, give yourself a moment of clarity through your own pleasure. I mean, masturbation isn't just release, it's regulation, it's nervous system regulation. It helps you make choices from groundedness, not craving. You might still want to go, but it'll be from wholeness, not hunger. So, I think that's all I'm going to say there. Like, get comfortable with yourself if you're not there, if that feels blushing. Learn to love yourself always and enjoy yourself and do that before dates. If you have trauma history or if you're neurodivergent, dating can activate your nervous system in ways that mimic love or mimic danger. If you fawn, you might say yes to things you don't want just to keep the peace. If you dissociate, you might not realize how unsafe you feel until later. If you crave connection, even crumbs feel like bread. And I want to go back to the fawning because I think I just had a rule pop into my head that I did not say and I want to add. So I hope you're keeping notes because I did not add any of the extras to my notes. But this one is, do not do movies at someone's house. Do not go to someone's private domain before the 6 to 12 month mark in a sense of overnighters, of sex. Like, I get it. Sex is fast these days and I'm sounding like an old woman and I'm trying to be relevant, but I'm trying to say, like, at least within the first 3 to 6 months, right? Like, don't be hanging at their house. Don't be hanging at your house. You're grown. Take me out. Show me around. Take me on dates. Court me. Do these things. If they cannot do that, think you next. You can do it for yourself. So going back to nervous system, dating, fawning, dissociating, and craving attention, try to ask yourself, can you breathe around them? Are you making choices from clarity or loneliness? Does my body soften or tense when we talk? Ultimately, what does your gut say? Your intuition, that little bit of anxiety that you keep hearing that won't go away, that you're just like, oh, that's just me being paranoid or I'm reading too much into it. No, sis, that's your intuition. Listen to that. Listen to that and act on that. If you have anything that's gnawing at you, anything that comes up once that's loud or more than once that's subtle, it is a sign your intuition is saying, girl, they're not the one. Bye-bye. Thank you next. Get over it. Move on. They're not it. It sounds harsh. But I'm telling you, it's the way to survive in the dating world without losing or giving away too much of your power, but also keeping yourself open to the person that you're meant to be with at this time. You don't owe anyone instant access to your heart, to your body, or to your peace. You get to move as slowly as you possibly want. You get to want depth. You get to date in a way that feels safe, sacred, and sovereign. Romance hasn't disappeared. It's just been hijacked by urgency, fantasy, and unhealed hunger, by the system. And you can steal it back by showing up as a woman who knows her worth and isn't afraid to take her time. So here are some thought prompts for you. What part of me am I protecting when I choose to move slowly in dating? Your heart, your power, your authenticity, your light, your love, your kindness. When you think about limerence and love bombing, what past experiences come to mind? What comes to mind? Have you experienced it? What kind of rules or identifiers can you set up for yourself to safeguard for it not happening in the future? And what does romance feel like when it's rooted in safety, not survival? On your terms, not on society's terms, not on what your friends look like, not what everybody else is doing, but what would your romance look like if it was rooted in safety and security? All right, my dears, thank you so much for being here. I hope this helped. I did not make a summary, and I know I came up with a couple of rules along the way. I kind of went off the cuff today because this one I've been toiling around with, and things just keep wanting to be added to it. But I think these were the important ones. Take some notes, like make it your own, but also give yourself a good guideline rule. And do not be afraid to say thank you next. We do not live in a world of scarcity. There are plenty of people around looking for love that are lovable. Don't waste your time on no scrubs. Until next time, my dears, I thank you so much for being here. I'd love to hear from you. Message me, comment, or follow. I offer private sessions for virtual therapy if you're in Texas and virtual life coaching if you're outside the state or abroad. Whether you're healing trauma, navigating a big life shift, or just ready to come home to yourself. It is my life's gift, pleasure, and my goal and my path to hold space for women just like you every day. If that's something you're curious about, you can fill out a consultation request via my link tree, along with a badass Spotify playlist and some other resources to guide you to yourself, to your power. You're never too much, never too late, and you don't have to figure it out all alone. May you be happy and free. May mine and your healing ripple outward to bless the world with happiness and freedom. Take care of you, and I'll see you soon.